Sorry about that. That was a little bit of a small discussion here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just have terrible timing. Actually, I blame you, Mina. This is your fault. This is your fault, Mina. I'll just blame you.
Since she was the one who linked it?
Yes. You're the one that linked that thing to Tenho, and she wanted to tell me all about it, and having bad timing about it. So this is all your fault, Mina. So, we are once again starting here. And we have so many things to do. And also, I'm considering changing my streaming schedule a little bit to start 1 hour earlier. It depends on whether or not we're able to go to bed and get up earlier in the morning so we can leave work earlier. You sent Tenho that video thing about the new Pokemon game. And she wanted to tell me all about it. And it was literally just as the song ended and Edward just said objection. Of course, we're not going to get into like what all that is, but still. So I'll just blame you for this little thing. Oh, come on. And of course. Yeah. No, it's correct. Good. It's correct. Yes, Edgeworth demands us not spoiling anything. No, it's obviously your fault for linking it to her at this time. So, we are with... But yes, as I said, I'm considering starting an hour early. We'll have to see how it goes in the weekend and stuff like that, but... That of course also means that I'll like start the stream an hour earlier and end the stream an hour earlier, but not from today. Well, you can still keep writing pics. Just listen in with like everything in the background and just keep on typing. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? Ah, yeah. But the thing is also is like if we actually manage to do it, because yeah, we tried to get up like 15 minutes earlier today, and she just no, I'm not taking that train ever again. I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on here? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in a prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's with this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to try to find out. Or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, okay? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us! Oh yes, there is something going on here. And we shall solve it with science. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. It's no big deal. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum was kicked over by the chief prosecutor. It was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence of the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. And that's not all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whatever. Well, wherever there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Allow me to demonstrate the true power of my spectacles. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Bloody sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone else's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. I mean, we already went over this. She's a scientific investigator. Why wouldn't she have that? And hello there, Shard. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing for bloodstain with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? To test for a blood reaction, just spray luminol on it. Like this, see? Press tutorial time. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. Is this a bloodstain? Oh, it's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? So, what is odd about this little thing here? If you recall the court case from last time. That's not a lot of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be a lot more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark the floor plans with the blood stain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff is pretty handy too. I set off my allowance to buy that. A little testing fluid added to the court record. With a proud looking Emma Sky. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't seem to fit with their view of the case. Then let's not drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah, it feels like we're really doing investigating a crime now, doesn't it? I guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder about that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Look at that, that looks almost delicious, but it's... So the problem is, it's a day old, and it is raw fish. No. Sorry, it's just... That kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. You certainly put me on a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was only my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. So what did your dad say about case 4? The turnabout farewell or goodbye? Yeah. That's good. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and the testimony still stands. I swear on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So you're were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? I have honor? Oh, right, her, she. Yes, apparently she does. We'll get to that later. Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago, actually. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it all up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouth of those suspects. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. That's savage. And you were let go, fired? It is all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... what do you... Okay, she doesn't say... The SL9 incident, it's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective of that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transfer that very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you can tell us more about the SL9 incident? What? Okay. She doesn't want to tell me more about the SL9 incident. Can we do this now? Wait, it's the same thing. Talk. Okay. Is this a bug? Or maybe we can't actually get more of it out of her quite yet about that. I thought we'd get more, but oh well. Guess not. Okay, let's, we can't get much more out of her, so let's go up to Edgeworth and see him. If he is still up here, at least. No, we multitask picks. Well, this class is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth is not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Yeah, there are no changes here. Yeah, I did present the note. I presented the note first, and then I presented the knife, but it's the same thing. Unless we have some other case files of... No, we don't. Let's present the victim's shoe for the time being. No, it's like nothing. Actually, is there anything else here that we have overlooked? No. Okay, so let's move to the police department. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around like they're so fast at blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got from the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. So, guess whose guardroom this is? Just looking at the decor. Jeremiah, stop. Yeah, it's such a mystery. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti! They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. So we're just gonna start examining things. There's a lasso here. Look at the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Good picks, good job. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Now, can we get him to show up? Maybe it's over to the actual police department. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check who went in and out left there. Yes, but we do still... This is a swinging door, makes it look like some place, sort of saloon. Gods, hard. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Oh, ouch! I'd say be more of a yarg myself. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. How is that a security guard uniform? That doesn't look anything like a security guard uniform. It looks a little more like a costume than a uniform, really. A leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again? A punchy? Paunchy? Pinchy? Oh, I know. Pucci. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho. But I think I'll keep that information for myself for the time being. Okay, I guess there's not a way to get him here right now, so... Oh, I do have a poncho. I just never use it. I have one. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. Oh, I think just one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing out in every direction, just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than anything a physical similarity. Yeah, we never sign up for fields, but we're getting them regardless. Can I actually use the... Nope, no one has cut their fingers on the cacti. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's a bit much alcohol. So let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department, see if we can find Gumshoe. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time when the prosecutor was locked. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up, well, dead. I don't anyone wants to more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Okay. Okay, what about the detention center then? Because we are still trying to get the... Looks like Meskai is in for questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say that arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. So, it's actually only have her to talk to, but why won't you... A body with Edward's knife was stuck in it was found in Edward's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it is strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon already? But... Okay, let's try this one again. But I think... Is this bugged? I mean, we are asking for more about the SL9 incident, and... Oh, you're gonna have an aneurysm when you see Miles Edgeworth investigations pics. Edgeworth gets himself into a real big little collision there. The game is amazing. Miles Edgeworth Investigations is amazing. But... but the game is good. I will see if I can stream it as well. I mean, I will stream all of them. I think I will do so because the games are just fun. It is very different from this game, or the Ace Attorneys, but the Ace Investigations are still good games. Yeah, it is weird. Let's talk about this image. If you think about it, I could have taken that photo from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Okay, maybe we can get it now. Yes, now. So we were just missing that. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. And the police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find a decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with that case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know very well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, what? It seems like you're quite serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Divine intervention, yes. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. I mean, the boyfriend's part came later, I suspect. Officer Jake Marshall. So now we can find Marshall in the police department. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you! Detective Gumshoe! Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just hear the sound of his heart breaking.